welcome to the Sacred Water. Today we're going to be doing the monthlies for Taurus. We're going to be seeing what the energy is going to be doing for the rest of the month. See what is coming in for you at this time. We're also going to take a sneak peek and see if there is any love or romance coming your way, and we're going to see what advice Spirit has for you. I would like to say thank you for everybody that has subscribed to my channel. We are slowly building up a lovely community, safe space for everybody to come for either a Reiki Crystal healing or a reading, and hopefully soon we're going to be starting also some of our spirituality chats and seeing what we can discover together as we explore different spiritual activities that people would like to embark on whenever they're doing their spiritual journey. So that being said, welcome in. If you are new, please consider subscribing, and let's get on with your reading. So as always, this is a general reading, and so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is for a sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So welcome if you're cross-watching, or if you're just watching because it's that season. Right now we are in Taurus season as I am filming this. We are May the 4th, I believe. But if ever this one doesn't resonate, then check out your moon rising and your Venus to see what this is in store for you. Also, these are timeless readings, so whenever you come to them, that's when you're meant to hear it. So here we go. Gods and spirits, can you please guide beautiful Taurus for their highest and greatest good? What do they need to know right now for the month of May? Let's see what's coming in for you. Happy birthday, by the way, Taurus, for those of you that are having birthdays right now. And all of those that have already had their birthday. I myself have already just had my birthday last month, but I am still Taurus, so this still is just as much for you as it is for me. So we shall see what is in store for us Tauruses. What is coming down energy-wise for us? Please guide us for our greatest good. What do we need to know right now? Okay, we've got Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. So we have some teachers that are being activated as we speak. That is lovely energy. What else do we need to know? Earth Star activation, anchoring grounded action, Isis energy. Now this is very interesting that this energy is coming up now. As I'm recording this just after I did a Reiki Crystal healing on opening the top 2 chakras, and one of the messages that came through, it seems like whenever I'm doing spiritual work, I'm always channeling. It seems that grounded action coming from a very calm and centered space is a rather important thing right now. So that is very nice. This it's been a little chaotic, to say the least, especially when it comes to all of the astrological things happening, and all those planet alignments, and Mercury being retrograde. It's been rough. It's been rough. There's a lot of stuff that has come up that we have had to deal with. And while it is good to know that these are issues that have existed, and now we can deal with them, but it's still, it can hit us hard, the energy sometimes. So it's good to know that there are ways to deal with these energies, and that we're entering an end, at least, of the retrograde. I believe it's coming down on the 14th, so that's going to be a little bit of a breather, even though we're going to be in the shadows of it just afterwards. We're really going to be able to release that, and it'll be less intense, the energy, shall we say. So that's going to be nice. But that explains also a lot of the intense activations that are happening right now. We also have divine matrix, interconnectedness. In today's difficult word to pronounce is interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Very nice. A reminder that we are all one and the same. We all come from stardust, as they say. We come from divinity, and we go back to divinity. Hearts of source, all encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy coming through these cards. So, as I mentioned, there is a lot of activation going on, and if it's happening to one, it's happening to all of us, because the energy is affecting each and every one of us. There is not one of us that is not affected by these energies, whether it be in a positive sense or a negative sense. And by that I mean, yes, there might be conflict and all problems that crop up, but even though these things have a negative connotation, they come up not only to teach us things, but also to help us identify issues that we might not have seen, bringing those to light so that we can actually deal with them and clear the deck out of those, so that we can move on with the next step of whatever it is that we're trying to recreate and manifest at this point in time. We're being asked to ground, especially if there's a lot of excess energy that sometimes can result out of, what's the word? What is this I'm feeling? It's like anxiety almost. There's just this sense of nervous energy. This nervous energy needs to be grounded, because it's not helping in terms of our clarity of thought and our clarity of vision. These need to be grounded so that we can calm ourselves to be able to receive the messages that are trying to come in at this time. We have with Thoth, we have light activation, the great teacher awakening, divine magic. Now this is really beautiful energy. This is with some of the energy that is coming in, and all these messages that are coming in from spirit, and this activations that we're going through. All of these things are bringing in knowledge. We are their students. but we therefore, and once we learn the lessons and through the through the messages that they're bringing into us, we in turn become the teachers and spread that knowledge. We help others with the knowledge that we have gained, because as I've mentioned before, and I don't remember if this was in your reading, Taurus, or some other earth sign, I don't quite remember, but I know that recently has come up, where I channeled the message of knowledge for knowledge's sake is fine, but if we don't share it with others, and if we don't teach it to others, it does no good. It just gathers dust. So once you are activated as a teacher, and you get knowledge and information that might be useful to others, at the very least put it into practice. If you're not going to outright communicate it, use it practically so that people learn through example. So this is another way that you can actually be a teacher, is by simply doing as you preach, as it were. So it will lead to this really truly understanding that we're all connected. So even though you might not be outright telling someone something or outright teaching something, just by living your own truth and living your own authentic self, and really doing what it is that you came here to do, you are therefore inspiring others and teaching others to do the same, whatever that authentic truth is for them. It will inspire them to therefore reach for their dreams and work towards that particular goal. We're also being invited to really and truly accept ourselves and love ourselves, flaws and all, because these flaws are part of what makes us and part of what makes us unique. And for example, and this is the example that I'm being given, when I do these videos and I am editing them, it is very hard to watch myself, and I'm not alone in this. Every person that has been doing these things, they see themselves on camera. It's kind of hard. Sometimes it's a little cringy. I will not deny that I go through this every single time. So I have to go through and say, no, it's fine. This is who I am. I must love and accept myself. And through doing that exercise, it was especially very sharp at the beginning, but now that I've been doing this for a while, there's this sort of serenity that has come with accepting that, yeah, I stumble with words occasionally. Sometimes whatever information I'm given through channeling, I don't always have the words in mind to articulate what it is that I'm being given. I don't always have the words to articulate the emotions and the senses that are being communicated to me in order to communicate this to you. It isn't always easy to translate things that might be a little abstract sometimes. So trying to come up with examples so that you can understand what it is that the energy is trying to convey, it isn't always easy. But I have learned that because it is me, this is the vessel that through which is coming, and I have to go through the process of seeing myself on camera. I have had to really learn to appreciate even the mistakes that I make, and you guys have been so wonderful, and very understanding, how human it is to step up in front of everyone and try to communicate these things to you. But yeah, the Spirit is very much stating that at this point in time, accepting yourself and loving yourself unconditionally will bring that level of serenity. So when you are standing up and becoming that teacher for others, it's going to be important to keep this in mind so that you can focus on the message and not being self-conscious, so that the message doesn't get lost. Because what is important is the message that is being conveyed, and teaching others and really understanding how this connects us all. We don't want that lost in translation. We don't want that lost in self-consciousness or anything like that. So if you're coming from a grounded and serene space, then the message comes out much clearer. So that is that. We're going to move on to the tarot and see what else is coming down for you, Taurus. What else do we need to know for Taurus for this month? Gods and spirits, please guide us for the highest and greatest good. What do we need to know right now? To know right now. Okay, we've got Judgment. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. What else is coming up for Taurus? We've got Strength. What else do we need to know for this month of May, please? Gods and spirits. Guide Taurus for the highest and greatest good. Very nice. We have the Six of Wands. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, we've got Moon. We've got the Moon. This is a very beautiful moon. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords. I'm hearing one more. Very well. What else? Okay. We've got the Nine of Cups. And to round it all out, we've got the Star. Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Need a drink of water. Very dry right now. Now, there is a sense of heeding the call, heeding a call to something that is rather beautiful, rather exciting, something that rouses your spirits. It is something that you have worked very hard for, but even though it's at the beginning stages at this point in time, it shows great promise. And it has been very worth the time and effort that you have put in. You have gone gradually. You have definitely laid a proper foundation for this. And it is not only showing promise, but it is what is it that it's saying here? It shows that you have not only the raw potential for achieving that dream, but you have been blessed. This is a gift that was given to you by divinity. You were meant to do this, whatever this calling is. Now, if we go by your oracle cards, you are meant to be a teacher, but this could be a teacher, a healer, a guide, a mystic. Whatever it is that you are doing at this point in time, it is your calling. This is part of your nurse. No, this is part of what you have been wanting and desiring for a very long time. And even though things have been hard to get into motion, with the strength, you have managed to tame your fears. Your fears of the unknown, fears of failure. You have proven that you are stronger than these fears, and you are smarter than these fears, and you have what it takes right at your fingertips. You have managed to heal those raw emotions, and you are turning these on their head, and you are using these emotions to sort of put you in this beautiful space of serenity, of groundedness, of acceptance of yourself. You have managed to turn insecurity and fears into loving energy of self and loving energy for others. She's showing, she's holding an apple in her hand. Now that she has worked on herself and she has healed all of these emotions, and she has grounded them, she is now able to offer her love and her gifts to the world. You have walked away from that which was disappointing, from that which was not working anymore, things that have left you wanting. The one thing that you thought was what you wanted, you thought that was the true light within yourself, you're walking away from that. It wasn't the true light. It wasn't the right one for you. It was a beautiful dream, but it was one that was not meant for you, because there's things that are even bigger and greater and better that maybe you hadn't even thought of that is coming down. And by being accepting of that and walking away and making peace with that, you have released it. You have released that attachment to what you thought it should look like. And instead of this sort of leaving you feeling empty or empty-handed, or making you feel like what is the word? Instead of it making you feel like there was this gap and this emptiness that was not going to be fulfilled, instead what it has done is made space for the right thing to come in. And it is everything that you have wanted and more. Even those things that were unexpected were being presented to you with the Nine of Cups. This is something that has been brewing in the background for a very long time. It has been gestating, and now it is going to be birthed into reality. With the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, it feels like you have put yourself in the position now that you are ready to receive. You're going to be receiving downloads. You're going to be receiving information. You're going to be receiving healing and light into your life. You're also going to be receiving a resurgence of energy that is going to propel you forward and be able to give you the energy that you might have lacked before, in order to bring those passions into fruition. See how the unicorn horn and the sword are both pointing up, and both of them are coming down towards the subject. This tells me that there is definite now clear communication between yourself and your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, whomever it is that you usually interact with. They are very much bringing strong energy and communication in that is definitely going to re-energize and rejuvenate you, making you ready to receive that beautiful victory that is coming in towards you with the Six of Wands. And with this particular Six of Wands, I feel like all of your spiritual team have been waiting for this particular moment. They have been trying so hard to guide you, and they have been what is that, spirit? They have been watching you go through such difficult times, that now that you have taken those steps and you have followed your calling, and you are now you have begun that beautiful journey that you were always meant to do, and that had for some reason had been delayed. Now that you've learned how to transmute your insecurities, your negative thoughts, your negative emotions of yourself, and you have turned that into self-love and acceptance, and you have grounded any energy that wasn't belonging to you, and anything that wasn't working anymore for you. You have managed to learn, finally, I'm hearing the word finally, learn how to transmute that. Now, it is not an easy thing to do. I have myself had to go through something similar in order to be where I am today. It took a long time. And not for nothing, we are a little stubborn as Tauruses, but only because we are not, and I am generalizing a little bit. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different from person to person, depending on their own particular chart. And I do know and acknowledge that every person is different, but we do have very similar energies. It's not that we are stubborn for the sake of being stubborn. We just have to take our time to integrate certain things, to really understand them in order to be able to use the lessons that we're dealing with. Because we're creatures of comfort, we like things being a certain way, and things that come and disrupt that, especially out of the blue, can make us feel a little destabilized. So it might be a little bit harder for us to learn these things, but when we do, oh boy, look out, because it'll become second nature in no time, and we will be doing it at a drop of a hat, and we will be manifesting like crazy. It is second nature to incorporate and ground it and center these learning experiences. And once we learn them, we use them, and it serves to pardon my stumbling, but I am trying to translate that energy one more time, and it's not coming easily. But it feels like they are gathering around and feeling very happy that we're finally on our way. There is this sense of jubilation and joy coming from especially our ancestors. It just feels like a long line of them are feeling so happy that from wherever we started from, we have come such a long way, and we have managed to do what might seem almost impossible to do. We have moved mountains in order to get to where we are, and it feels like it has only made us stronger. And now we are ready. We are in a space. We have placed ourselves in the right spot in order to now teach others and give others. Lead by example. We are ready to give not only ourselves love, but we are ready to give love to others as well, and share the gifts and share the knowledge that we have learned along the way. With this judgment, it almost feels like it's not just our ancestors and our spirit team that have been waiting for us to finally be on our proper path and be on our calling. There are others as well. They might not have known it, but they have been waiting for us as well. They have been waiting for us to become that bridge for them, to be the teacher, to be the one that translates energy into words, to communicate between spirit and communicate their messages to others. it is our time to step up and be those spiritual leaders and be those teachers, the guides, the mystics, the healers, to be the example in the way forward. It feels like this is divine timing and divinely guided. And they're so very happy that we have managed finally to get to this point. And it will start feeling, there's a sense that there's going to be a feeling of lightness coming in. There's going to be a weight lifted off our shoulders because now we are where we're supposed to be. That's the feeling that I'm getting from all of this. So let's see what else. Let's take a peek at relationships. What will be coming up for Taurus this month? I am using here the Romance Angel Oracle cards. So let's see. Love, romance, and relationship. What can we expect to be coming out now that we are ready to receive? Now that we are in a space where we can also give ourselves and others, because we have managed, this is a feeling of the Ace of Cups. We have managed to fill our own cups and we are ready to share. What else do we need to know when it comes to love and romance? What is coming down for Taurus this month? What can they expect? Let's see. This one. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. How beautiful is that? Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. This one. No, not that one. Shuffle a bit. This one. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And once again, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Beautiful. So it looks like, because we have finally put ourselves in the position where we can now call in that soulmate, that is exactly what we're doing. So even though we might not know what they look like, we don't know where they are, we can sort of visualize what that might feel, what that might look like, that particular relationship. And now that we know what we want, what we don't want, what we like, what we don't like, we can sort of sit down and really encapsulate what it is that we truly want from a relationship. And one way that we can do that, especially when we're manifesting love or pretty much anything at all in life, being able to visualize what it is that we're hoping to receive is a very good tool to sort of attract by putting that energy in ourselves, in our minds. We can feel it, therefore we can attract it much easier. With trust, I am getting that once you put it out there, You have to trust that it's going to come to you. It's kind of like when us pagans, we are doing spells. Spells are what I would call active prayer. Now, what I mean by that is using action, words, sound, the elements to sort of visualize and actively ask for a particular wish or energy to come into our lives. And once we do it, there's often the words that a lot of pagans will use is set it and forget it. So you put it out there, you put out your wish, you tell spirit what it is that you want, and you then forget it. You just put it out there and you have hope that you're going to receive it. Now, having faith and hope that you will receive it is also a good thing when it comes to manifestation, because it means that you're putting your trust in spirit for it to come to you, but you are also releasing that need for control and that attachment to the outcome. So there's often, when it comes to manifesting, if you're doing prayer or visualization, there is the words that often you will hear others say, that or better. So in that case, by putting it out there and having faith that it will come, you're basically saying this or better, allowing for spirit to bring in even that which you didn't expect, but is even better than you hoped for. And in doing so, once that right person comes into your life, with flirt, just share your lightheartedness with them, but you can also share it with others. It doesn't have to be particularly flirting. It's more of lightheartedness, and letting that show with every conversation that you have, every interaction that you have, just by being very gentle and loving and happy in energy, you will also be attracting that into your life. So you're sharing what you want to receive. You're giving, and therefore you will get. It's an equal give and take. So by keeping it light, by keeping it happy and lighthearted, you will attract that same energy back. So once this person comes into your life, they're saying, no need to doubt. Trust your instincts. Trust that you know that this is the right person, that this is the right person that you have asked for. This is also part of letting go of the outcome and trusting in others. You also have to trust in yourself once it comes to fruition, to not really doubt it and not put any negative emotions on it, because it might actually taint or push away that which you have been manifesting into your life. So that's the advice that I'm getting when it comes to romance is, you have worked so hard on yourself, worked to transmute and change how you feel about yourself and how you deal with emotions that are situationally based, how you deal with situations and the outcomes of these situations. You have worked so hard to change that into a positive, putting yourself in a place where not only have you filled your own cup, now you're ready to share that with the world. It would be a shame to sort of doubt that in the end, once you finally manifested it. So keep it lighthearted. Keep all these interactions light. Keep it happy. If you bring in that energy, even when you're feeling a little low, even when things have been a little hard. If you keep it light in the energy, it will help boost your own energy, but it'll also help dispel that negative energy out of your life, bringing in more of that beautiful light energy into your life. So trust yourself, trust in your team, your spiritual team, trust in your higher self, trust in divinity, trust that the energy that you are putting out there will come back to you, whether it be in romance or anything else. So that's a very strong advice from spirit when it comes to not only romance, but in your own life in general. Okay, so that being said, let's close out a reading with the Numinous Astro deck for any closing bit of advice for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know for the month of May? I'm hearing don't lose trust and faith in yourself. You are worth it. Love yourself unconditionally, and you will receive the same. What else do we need to know, gods and spirits? Please guide beautiful Taurus for their highest and greatest good. What advice do you give Taurus for this month that has not already been said? What can they expect from this month? Okay. Only the top one. Very good. Aquarius, the radical, experimental, rational, unique, liberal, eclectic, group-oriented, humanitarian, free, radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiosyncratic, disruptive, edgy, and detached. Very good. What else? What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? Please guide beautiful Taurus for the highest and greatest good. One more, please. Oh, okay then. We've got two more. Okay, let's do these in order. So we've got Scorpio, the powerhouse, transformative, intense, passionate, secretive, carnal, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, manipulative. Interesting. And then we've got the North Node with Destiny. Sorry, I didn't show you the Scorpio one, did I? North Node, Destiny, Soul School, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. There we go. And we've got Jupiter with expansion, enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. Very nice. Now, you really can't make this stuff up, because it seems that for you the primary stuff has already been said. You are following your calling. This is totally the justice of hearing the call, no, judgment, sorry. Hearing the call that is leading you to follow your North Node, activating that North Node and really doing what it is that you were meant to do here upon this earth. And no matter what, they're saying keep the energy light so that you don't fall back onto things that you've already worked on with your emotions and what you think about yourself and how you deal with situations. So just keep the energy light and keep faith. And definitely keep faith with what you have manifested. So, you know, once you have called it in, set it free, completely detach from the outcome, and you're going to get it. This is something that has been completely transformative for you. It has regenerated you completely. And that's generally what Scorpio does. It's all about transformation. So with Jupiter and expansion, it's time to teach others what you have learned. It's time to pass on that knowledge to others. You're ready to give to others. You have filled your cup, and now you are standing in a strong position, and you're ready to give others and become that teacher that you're supposed to be. So trust the path that you have been led on. Be generous and optimistic and enthusiastic. Keep it light. You're always going to attract the same kind of energy. So what you put in is what you get back. So continue on on the path that you are in, because you are on the right path. You are where you're supposed to be. You are where you belong. You have to believe and trust in yourself, and believe that what you have manifested has finally come to you. Don't doubt it and don't judge it. Accept it as you accept yourself. Once it has come to you, don't doubt that it is exactly what you have been manifesting, exactly what you have deserved. You deserve love because you are such a wonderful person. You have worked on yourself very hard, and you have put yourself in the path of not only helping yourself but helping others too. This is your calling. This is what you were meant to do, what you were meant to be. You're finally on the right path. So don't judge yourself for mistakes, for little flaws. Fully and unconditionally accept and love yourself. You are a powerhouse of fantastic energy, a great manifester. You have learned so much on your journey. Yes, it's been a hard one, but I am getting that there is no need to doubt yourself. You have truly come a long way to be where you're supposed to be. You have earned so much love and respect for yourself, from others, and from yourself as well. So don't doubt for a moment that you have done this and you have earned this. You have earned to have beautiful blessings coming your way. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from divinity. And there is confirmation. This is the Nine of Cups. You have been working on this for such a long time. Now is your time. It might be in the beginning stages, but you were meant to do this. You have been blessed with the ability to see and connect dots and learn things, to give that teaching to others, whether it be outright transmission, whether it be leading by example, or by healing others, or simply by being a mystic and bringing the information and translating the energy into words so that others may understand it. That is what Spirit is wanting to tell you for this month. It is a very big month, one full of transformation and full of love. Just a beautiful time that, while things might have been hard and you might still be feeling some of the residual energy from all of that, the exercise of climbing the mountain, I'm hearing, it might have been a hard climb. And while your muscles may hurt and while you might be out of breath, sit, take in the view. That is your prize. You are being able to see what it is that you worked so hard for. You're getting the rewards, the fruits of your labor, and you're starting to see it now. Little by little, it's showing up in front of you. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt yourself. Love yourself. And stand tall. You have done this, and congratulations. You have reached the place where you were meant to be, and now all that is left is to open up and receive. So that's what I have for you today, Taurus. This has been your monthly reading. If you have resonated with it and it's been helpful and you've enjoyed your reading, please, if you haven't done so already, think about subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you're always informed of all the videos that I put up. Leave a like and a comment. Please share it so that we can grow this community one person at a time, so that we have a beautiful and safe place to come together. That is what I have tried to create for you with this channel. So if you've enjoyed it, think about supporting me in those ways. And I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed month. May you enjoy the fruits of your labors, and continue working on your path, and many beautiful things will come to you. With lots of love from me to you. Happy birthday, congratulations, and blessed be.